Hey guys, Brandy here from Sewing Back, and today we are making our own Cajun seasoning. This is going to go in my gumbo, in my Instant Pot Gumbo, which you will see shortly. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need are 3 tablespoons of salt. I actually used a pink Himalayan. And then you're going to need 6 tablespoons of a smoky paprika. And this one had a little bit of a time getting it out, but it did come out to about 6 tablespoons. And you could use regular paprika. I just like that extra flavor of the smoky paprika in this seasoning mix. It just adds a lot of flavor, especially if you're going to do a gumbo quickly in an Instapot like I did. Next, we have onion powder, and you are going to need 3 tablespoons of that for this spice mix. And then after the onion powder, we have garlic powder. Again, you're going to need 3 tablespoons for this mixture. The next one is oregano, and we're going to need 2 tablespoons of oregano. And after the oregano, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of thyme. And the reason I'm using these spices, I got these as a BOGO. They were like $2 a piece at my local Publix on sale, and these were organic spices, so I just snagged them up for the most part. There was a couple, I think the pepper was different. This is black pepper, and I need 1 tablespoon of that and 1 tablespoon of the cayenne. And then all you're gonna do is I just take my little whisk here, and you're just gonna blend it up, incorporate it well. And once you have that mixed up really well, you can I just got one of my little funnels from canning, and I put this in a jar, a mason jar, and this would make a great gift. I've done other videos in the past on like my chili seasoning mix that I've made up. I've made a Tuscan blend. I feel like I had one other one I did as well. Maybe I'll have to revisit that in the future. But this one is the Cajun blend. And so as you can see, I have a clean jar, and I'm going to test out my new measuring cups. I picked these up at Costco, and they are copper plated. They are heavy duty, and it came with a whole set of measuring spoons, and I love this set. And so, matter of fact, I'm wishing now I would have got more than one. I saw one of my kids eyeballing it, so I need to maybe run back to Costco and see if they have any more, because it was on sale for like 12 bucks. So anyway, getting back to the seasoning. So I have got all that in my mason jar. I'm going to put on my new band and lid, and then I am going to label this with, my Cajun seasoning and the date. And guess what? This is an instant Christmas gift, guys. And again, for that home cook, that person, who loves to cook for their family, this is a really thoughtful gift. And honestly, it didn't cost me very much. You could actually get cheaper spices depending on where you shop. But like I said, I picked these up. I kind of walked into the deal at my local Publix, and they had a buy one get one free, and so I was able to snag these organic spices really inexpensively. But if you were to shop like at Azure, they do a really great job on selling bulk spices in packages, and that's a great way also to make some mixes if that's what you're trying to do. All right, so now we're moving to our gumbo. So the first thing I did was I put a little tallow in my Instapot on the saute function, and I put my sausage in here. And what I'm doing right there is making a slurry, a cornstarch slurry. Instead of doing a roux with this one, because I'm in the Instapot, I'm gonna use that slurry. So here I'm using the Holy Trinity, which is celery, onion, and peppers. And I added a little butter and garlic and sauteing it, and then I'm adding my Cajun spice. I did not add any more salt to this, and I did add a couple more teaspoons of just thyme. I am also adding okra and I'm adding my sausages back in, and what I'm adding right now are my tomatoes that I canned, and now the shrimp. And then you put it in your Instant Pot on high pressure for 5 minutes, and voila. Okay guys, so this is my Instant Pot. First time I've ever made this. This is my Instant Pot gumbo, and this was the roux portion of this was using a cornstarch to water ratio that you put in at the very end to thicken it up. But I also added okra. The original recipe I came across didn't have okra in it, and okra should be in gumbo. Mine also has a little corn because I use my home tomato okra can jars, and so that's not in my recipe card, but that's what I had done, so that's what I used. So we're gonna try it. It's temperature hot. That's really good. And if you can see that dark color, I mean, that's what you're looking for in a roux, in a gumbo. And so that's really good. I think that the okra helped thicken it up, but I will say the cornstarch worked really great. I used Clabber Girl. I did 1/8 of a cup of cornstarch to 1/8 of a cup of water. Mixed it up, let it sit, it'll harden up. And once this was done, you turn it back on the saute function, and you just put it in there and stir it, and it thickens it up. It didn't need a lot of thickening up, but yeah. So this is a winner. It is a time saver. I will say that it does take a little bit longer to come to pressure because you're at the max level in the Instant Pot. You could also do this on the stove if you wanted to. I'm not sure how it would do on the crock pot, only because with the shrimp, you'd probably have to put it in differently. But this is delicious, and I will have a free recipe link in the description with a recipe card. And thanks for stopping by the kitchen. Appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.